Even when we're multiplied, we're still very much one house church in heart. Yeah, hello. I'm Jacob Lee, currently shepherding for the newly multiplied Jacob Lee House Church, which is kind of funny because we have 3 Jacob Lees in this house church. So if you remember our house church name, you know like half our members already. So yeah, honestly, I'm just really grateful that you guys are taking like 5 minutes of your time to listen to what someone like me has to say. I think I owe so much of everything that I've done to the whole of New Life, but I especially want to shout out Monado House Church and their wonderful shepherds and so many things that they have done. And I think actually the things that they have done can be centralized to one thing that they have, and that is the notebook. So I think Monado kind of has this reputation for being the loudest house church, looking at one Austin Lee. But what surprises me is that, even though they tend to go on for quite a while, they're very vocal about everything in their encouragement, in their advice. They're also very good at knowing when to keep quiet, when to really let others have their turn to share. And I think the notebook does this really the best. Our previous shepherd, Christine Lee, it feels like whenever we had any sort of problem, any sort of grievance, we could always open up to her and she would always remember it, which is kind of weird because I heard somewhere that we tend to forget 90% of what we learn within a week. So I remember asking her during our one-on-one, one of many that we've had during the semester as I've been learning to shepherd under her during the past school semester, how she was able to remember everything. And then I looked over at her notebook and she was diligently writing the whole time, all of my worries, all my fears, all my troubles, because the human heart is, as much as we like to always be there for people, to always have the right words to say, sometimes we just fail short. And I think that's where Christine recognized that human memory isn't perfect. God can only give us so much to say at that moment. So if we take the little that we have been given during that moment in time, write it down, reflect on it, and then come back to it later, how much more will that serve us? But even this action, even this notebook that she kept, this wasn't of her. This wasn't something that started with her either. Our shepherd, even before that, Danny Lee. I see you in the crowd. Can I get a round of applause for Danny Lee? She also kept this same notebook too, and I think that notebook, right, has just been a symbol of how much everyone in Monado really cares for each other. And I think it really does start from the shepherds, how much they're willing to really serve and lead through that kind of serving. So as the upcoming shepherd this year, I would like to embody that same sort of listening spirit. As per the Shepherd's Covenant, I pledge to spend at least 4 minutes a day praying for each of my fellow sheep for a total of at least a half hour each day. I pledge to read at least 3 chapters of the Bible and keep what has been most important to me, what God has said to me during those times, logged down, so that I may reflect on it, record it, and share it with other people. And I also hope to have an enduring hope that continues to last, a continued optimism for the future, one that has been shown through the shepherds that have served before me, not through blind faith, but rather through looking back at all that has been done before them and continuing in trusting that God has never failed us yet. He will continue to never fail us in the future. Thank you.